Hello! Hello! I am Mayu Nebulae from Pluto, and I am here to eat dinner. I feel like I started a little earlier than I usually do, like actually hit go to the room, and I have a reason for that. Usually I eat before stream, but obviously since this is an eating stream, I didn't. So I'm sitting here with my dinner in front of me, getting shaky hungry, and being like, it smells so good. So I'm like, alright, we don't have time to wait. I'm ready to eat. So when I made the noodles, they smell really good. I put some pork slices in as well, and those smell really good. I didn't mix it very well, so I feel like some parts are spicier than others. But, well, let's just get to playing the game. No, I should explain the rules first. So the rules are, I have a 2048. Here it is. It's Genshin Impact, because that's something that everyone knows I like, because I've streamed. But when I looked up, what's a good Genshin Impact one that doesn't, like, use other people's fan art, because I don't know if they consented to that, and I don't want to support stolen art. So I was just gonna go with one that had, like, the regular character icons, but then I found the McDonald's one. So now everyone works at McDonald's, even though we're eating ramen, and that's very not McDonald's. So yeah, I'm gonna have this Godzilla ramen that I was gifted, because my friends know that I like really spicy stuff, and I'm gonna be honest, it smelled so good when I poured in the spices. The package said, pour in according to taste. So I think that meant that I wasn't supposed to pour in the whole packet. But I said, I'm no bitch. And I poured in the whole packet, and it smells delicious. I do have some items here with me. They're like behind my kotatsu, so you can't really see them. In case I don't actually like it, I have a full bottle of water. That'll help. And then I also have one of those squeezy bottles of sour cream. So, like I said, I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna eat this whether it's bad or not. So, if I really can't take it, I'll be adding some sour cream. And then I have another secret item that, depending on how it tastes, I'll let you guys know what the secret item is then, and if I think it needs it. Alright, so the rules here are, every time I lose 2048, I have to take a bite. And, here's a fun fact. I've never won 2048. So, I'm expecting to eat some noodles. Probably soon. I mean, I get into, like, the rhythm of 2048, and I understand how it works, and, like, the clicky makes me feel happy and enjoy it, but I always get stuck somewhere along the way. Also, this one is just really funny. D-Luke and Kaya working at McDonald's. Like, the people that have real, reasonable jobs. Also, it started with, like, Jean and Lisa. They have real jobs, too. Diona has a real job, too. Noelle, I mean, she's, like, training for a real job. Okay, Venti. Venti does not have a real job. He's a fucking freeloader. So I understand Venti working at McDonald's, but quite a lot of the other characters, like... Bro, you don't need a side gig. What are you doing? Can you hear the music alright? I can never tell. Am I being overshadowed or am I too loud? Who knows? This is how I live my life. Also, like, imagine the amount of tiles on the screen right now or the amount of employees. So we've just got... Oh, that was a bad move. We've just got, like, several Kayas, several Noelles, a couple of D-Lukes, Venti's the manager. They're all running around, scuttling, having a wild old time at their... Oh, Barbara. Barbara's the manager now. This McDonald's, I believe in them. I think they could do well. I trust Barbara. Oh, I should have merged Kaya. I trust Barbara to manage an establishment. I trust D-Luke to manage an establishment. I do not trust Venti in the slightest. I think that place will be burned to the ground within the day. I need to get... Yes, that one. I needed to get that gene out of lockdown. Oh. I'm like, why wasn't it working for a second? I clicked out of it. I am the boo-boo the fool. Oh. You know... Oh! In a way, I was kind of trying to lose because I'm hungry. But at the same time, like, you know, I gotta make it interesting. Okay, so first bite of noodles coming right up. I don't know if you heard that. That was me drinking my water first. Itadakimasu! Noodle time! Alright, I think I'll go for one of the bites that, like, reasonably has the spicy. That's not that spicy. Hang on. Oh. Okay, now I see. It didn't have enough spicy. All of the spicy dripped to the bottom. The noodles themselves are good. They're, like, thicker than the usual instant ramen noodles you get, so I like that about them. But I also think there's less of them. That's why I, like, added other stuff, like the pork. Because usually with instant ramen, I just kind of eat whatever they give me. And a lot of the ones that aren't, like, cup ramen, they don't give you anything besides the noodles. So I'm like, okay, I am eating noodle. Alright. I've repositioned it. I think a lot of the sauce got soaked into the meat as well. The next bite, once I lose again, will be extra spicy. Do you want to restart? Yes, that's the whole purpose of this. Give me another McDonald's establishment that now has Diona as the manager. I think she would purposely run them into the ground just because she doesn't like them. And that would be hilarious to watch. I think Kaya would also... Kaya being the highest number now, he's the new manager. I think he would also run them into the ground. But not as much, like, purposely. More like he was just being a flirtatious bastard and hit all the work violations of things you shouldn't do. And, like, the person above him, the, like, inspector comes in, and they're like, bro, you're fired. And he's like, I'm the manager, you can't fire me. And they're like, bye, Kaya. Oh, I thought I screwed myself there. Did I screw myself here? I did. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose, but I am really hungry. Alright. I'm definitely tasting a little bit of spice. Oh, it's like It's like a slow spice that shows up once you've like have a bunch in your mouth. But honestly, I'm gonna say it's not really enough. Like, I know I'm kind of insane. I like really spicy sauces that like hit you a lot. And this flavoring's good, but because I didn't mix it well, it doesn't hit me enough. It was a weird flavoring. The packet, like, it wasn't like the powder that you mix into water. It was like a sauce. It was like a thick sauce, like a soy sauce kind of texture, but spicy. And it didn't mix very well, so I'm going to tell you about my secret ingredient that I will now be adding. It's a big old bottle of sriracha. When there's not enough spice, you just add more. Like, this isn't really supposed to be a punishment for myself, because I do love spicy things already. But, you know, gotta give it a little more fun. Also, wow, as soon as the sriracha mixes in, that spicy smell hits. Alright. Can't wait for the next bite once I lose this game again. Yes, lose all my data. Do it again. I would be surprised, actually, if I win 2048 once in this stream. If I win 2048 once, I've gotta, like, reward myself with something. But I don't know what I would reward myself with, because, like, eating dinner is already a reward in of itself. And the fact that my food isn't too spicy to eat is also exciting, so I don't know, if I won, would I just add sour cream for texture? Like, I love the texture of sour cream, but it would cut the spice. I didn't want to cut the spice. I want the spice. Oh, that was probably a bad move yet again. But that's okay, I'm full of those. Ooh, Akaya. Aventi is managing this establishment. What could go wrong? Who was after Aventi? It was Barbara. I have not seen who was after Barbara, and I may never see who was after Barbara. Yeah, I may never see who was after Barbara. Should I go for another real spicy bite, or maybe some pork? Now, I'll try the sriracha mixed bite. That's like coated with spice a lot more evenly. And the sriracha definitely gives more of a kick. I'm gonna put more of that sriracha in. That's just good. My friend is gonna call me insane when I tell them that, yeah, I had the ramen that you gave me, the Godzilla spicy ramen, and I said, wasn't really enough. It wasn't really spicy enough. I had to, you know, I had to put a little more spice in it, so I added some sriracha. I'm drinking water not because it's too spicy, but because I really like water. I'm obsessed with water. I know before I said, oh god, hang on a second. I should have muted myself, I'm sorry. I guess the spice do be hitting, because I got some in the back of my throat. Ooh. Talking and spicing might not be the best idea. Alright, I have a napkin here. But I had to make sure there wasn't any sriracha on it, because what I've done before is I've gotten sriracha on my napkin, and then I wiped my nose with it, and I got sriracha in my nose. That was not very pleasant. Oh, now that I think about this. You know how sometimes they say that, like, spiciness only goes away with milk? I didn't really believe that because I drink a ton of water, so I was like, oh, having some water will make it go away, but, like, less than drinking milk would. Like, milk would make it go away faster. But I think because I drank water, it actually made the spice more aggressive. Like, drinking water legitimately made it worse. So I guess I'm just not gonna drink water for a bit now. Because now I can, like, feel the spice in my throat. And I don't hate it. Like, having spice in your throat, it makes me feel like I'm a majestic dragon. And I've just destroyed someone's whole town. And I'm feeling good about myself, you know? Oh, I should have pressed down there. Oh well. But yeah, the residual spice in my mouth is something I really enjoyed just because I'm crazy. But wow, it really hyped itself up there. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just pressing the up and down key and things are happening. That Kaya in the corner is getting really owned. He's like never gonna get a buddy. I'm sorry, Kaya in the corner. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna have some of the meat now. So the meat is actually like a teriyaki pork, but I drizzled the ghost pepper sauce all over it, so it should be a spicy pork now. Yeah, it's been cooked really well. I wasn't the one to cook it. I cooked the noodles, and I cooked them in the microwave. I'm not really a cook. The pork was already in the fridge, so other people were eating it plain. And when I say in the fridge, I mean in the station fridge. And no, I did not just come into the station fridge, open it, and go, what do you got? Because I have been accused of doing that before, and they were right. But this time, I was legitimately told, you can have some of the pork. And I said, wow, thank you, that's so kind of you. I will have some of the pork. And compliments to the chef, it's good pork. Speaking of the station, next week I'm gonna have to stream a little less, just because the, like, big manager came by and was like, so this room that you use for storage, why is it cleared out? And they were like, oh yeah, we have this, weird girl that comes here sometimes and talks to humans or something. And the, like, big manager, supervisor above the manager was like, you let her do that for free? And they were like, yeah. So she got a little mad, and now I have to actually work a job here. I have to, like, actively learn to, monitor the asteroids, and make sure there's no warnings going off, and put away the tools, and do inventory, so... I've already been taking Wednesday as, like, a nappy break time, because that's usually the busiest day for the station, and I didn't want to be in their way. But now they want me to come in and actually do things on Wednesday. And they want me to do so many things on Monday that I probably won't be able to stream. So we're looking at just, like, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday for next week, but that's okay. Hopefully, me doing things at the station will give me more cred. More street cred. So then they like me more and I can continue to stay here and fuck around. You know, I could add sriracha to this pork too. I know I coughed a little bit and sounded like I was dying, but, like, I'm fine. I don't know if you can hear me chewing, but I definitely sounded like you could hear me pouring more sriracha on the pork. Also, I'm gonna be real with you, I think this is the slowest I've ever eaten a meal, because normally I, like, get to the cafeteria. Oh, hang on. Just wiping my face with a napkin. So normally I get to the cafeteria, and they put the food in front of me, and I go, food? And I just, like, vacuum suck that shit. And I'm done in, like, 30 minutes. Or less. Probably, like, 15 minutes. I think I end up sitting there a little longer just because I like playing with my crumbs, making sure I got them all, kind of thing. But yeah. It has already been 20 minutes since we started, and I've taken like 4 bites. Who the fuck eats like this? Not me. If I were eating ice cream, it would have melted by now. Actually, when I went to the station kitchen, and I made this in the microwave, and had a little of their pork, there were a couple of other employees that were all scampering around and talking about how they were gonna have ice cream, and I was like, good for you. I gotta have the reverse of ice cream. I gotta have the spicy. And they were like, come eat with us. And I was like, no! I have to amuse the humans. And they didn't get it, but that's fine. I don't... You know, some people just won't understand things, and that's okay. As long as you're doing things that you like, it doesn't really matter what other people think about them, you know? Am I echoing a lot? I can't really tell. No, I think it's just because I have the monitor check thing on. Sounds like I'm echoing because I'm hearing my own voice, and I'm hearing my own voice again. You know, this McDonald's is doing pretty well. It's pretty organized. I think the trick to this game is to, like, keep everything close to one corner, and every time you see an opportunity to merge, you do it. You don't move it some stupid way and miss it. You do it. And I just moved some stupid way, so there's, like, a gene that's caught in there. Oh, maybe she'll get freed. You never know. There's the one that's caught at the bottom, too. We do have a Barbara now. That's nice. I wonder if I can get past Barbara. Yeah, see, that was a foolish move. I should have merged the other way. Oh, well. Yeah, now how am I supposed to get the 2 Kayas together? Oh, like that. Okay. This is fine. My face is, like, really close to the bowl. I know it doesn't look like it, but trust me when I say, you know, let's fix this. Nah, I don't actually care that much. But basically, I know it looks like I'm sitting higher up in a chair, but I'm not. My power for smelling extends all the way down to that little bowl in front of me, and I'm in it like this. I'm just in it, and I'm just schmelling. What do I be schmelling? I be schmelling spices, and I do be liking what I'm schmelling. Might take like 2 bites after, because I don't know how long I want to prolong dinner for. Like, how long do other people usually have dinner for? I feel like if you're eating for longer than an hour, it gets kind of unreasonable, because you could be doing so many other things, like, I don't know. I would say chores, but I don't want to say chores. Fuck chores, even though I have to do them. I don't know, you could be like watching TV or looking at stuff on the internet. Oh look, it's time for a bite of food. I really do like the texture of the noodles. I think this spot had some of the... Ooh, yeah, it definitely did. Had both the sriracha and the ghost pepper sauce that came with it. Oh, wow. Some of the pork is, like, turning orange. I don't know what it is about these flat noodles, but they're just so superior to, like, round ramen noodles. They're so much better. Love me a long, flat noodle. Give me that texture. Yeah, Kai is the manager. What could go wrong? In this establishment... Yeah, D. Luke's the manager. That's a lot better. In this establishment, we really can't have Kaya being the manager. As much as I love that man, he is an idiot. He really is. Gotta wipe my face again. It's like, the spices get stuck on my lips. And I also have chapstick on, so it's like it intermingles with my chapstick. It feels weird. I'm not really a fan of that part of the spice. What if, you know, next game I should try putting everything in the other corner. Or I could try it now. No, probably not. I don't know if it would work better. Things do just be dumb. They do be going, but they don't be going well. Alright, D-Luke's the manager. Wasn't he already the manager? No, okay, yeah. Our highest managerial person right now is Venti. Dear God, help us. But not the Animo God, because he's the opposite of the help we need. Alright, now we gotta get the two D-Lukes together. How do I get them together? I really just thought Jean and Venti were the same person and tried to merge them. I am a fool. Barbara. I never used Barbara in the actual game because no healers, we die like men, but Barbara herself is pretty good. Like, some of her voice lines get really annoying when you have to hear them on loops, so I wouldn't want to main her. But, like, as a person, she's really good. She's great at healing, she's very sweet, she doesn't get mad at Bennett even when he comes in every goddamn day with the exact same type of injury. She's just like, you know, this foolish little boy will never learn, and that's okay in my book. She just does her job, and she's good at it. Proud of her. It is funny, though, that she really is so religious and believes in Barbados. Because if she really knew what he was like, oof. Big oof. Poor Barbara. Like, if any of the church actually found out about Venti's true form, it should be Rosaria. Because she would just be like, yeah, sounds reasonable to me. Instead of having her whole world shattered. Oh. I want to just noodle, but there's so much pork in the way. I feel like this definitely would be improved with some sour cream. Like, it would just give it a better texture for mixing the flavors. Because, like, it's good. There's not really a lot of water here. It's not really soup, so the flavors are hard to mix together. And they just kind of get stuck places. So, like, if I added some soupy, that would help a lot. But, I haven't won yet, and I don't think I'm gonna win, so I don't think I'm gonna get the soup. I'm just out here mixing for my life. Yeah. There are still noodles that aren't orange. They're, like, still white. Because they don't got any sauce. Give them the sauce. Save them. Alright, next round. Oh, I can. What's this do? Oh, I have to log in to like this. I'm not logged in. I don't have an account on the 2048 website, even though I really should. That would make a lot more sense, because usually I just go online and go whenever I really want 2048, and I go, 2048, Genshin, or whatever other show or game I'm into at the time. But, like, actually bookmarking ones to find later, that would be a genius move. That spicy do be spicin'. I feel like I should talk about something else I did today, but I didn't do anything today. When I woke up, my bedside table was knocked over. And I know exactly why it was knocked over. It was me. It was my fault. I was sleeping violently, and I must have stretched out my arm in my sleep and just smacked that bitch on the floor. Like, my bedside table isn't that heavy, so it's not hard to do. It's kind of like one of those, like, thin wood shelves, but I just use it like a bedside table. Because, like, both the front and back are open, and it's got a bunch of different shelf component spots where I keep, like, buckets of junk that I've forgotten about, and then I keep, like, my water and, my phone and whatever other junk I need on top of it. So, A couple weeks ago, I didn't have a phone case, so I specifically didn't keep it there because I knew that there was the probability I would knock this table over, because I've knocked this table over plenty of times in my sleep. But now it has a case, so it was okay for it to be on the table and to fall on the floor. And then when I found it on the floor, I said, I have messages? I woke up, I broke my sleeping arrangements, and I have messages? And I'm expected to carry on like this is a normal day? Yeah, okay. I really want to add sour cream, but not because it's too spicy. I'm not wimping out on this challenge here. My utensil hit the side of the bowl. That may have been the loud noise you heard. And if you didn't hear it, then nothing happened. Ignore what I said. The sauce is so unevenly distributed. I almost said distributed. I know it's like, it's the same thing, but it's pronounced weird that way. I should put, like, pork, maybe other stuff, in every ramen I make. But usually I'm just lazy, and I'm just like, yep, the noodles came out of the microwave. Eat them. I mean, sometimes I put, like, cheese or butter in it, but I usually don't put a lot. I put whatever packaged spice it comes with, and I always put the whole thing in, even though I've heard that's not good because they're very salty. But I don't care. I like salty. I also like spicy. I also like a lot of sugar. Basically, if it tastes like anything and that anything isn't vegetable, I'd like a lot of it. I do like some vegetables though, actually. I know I said at debut I hate vegetables, which I do. But I'm trying to get better about finding some I like. And I like edamame. They're really good. Because it's kind of like, especially if you salt the outside, then you can just have a fun little experience of like, it's like shucking corn, but you can chew on the outside of the shucked corn, and it's a lot smaller and more compact, so like shucking corn on the go. And you can just eat it like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, you take a bite of the edamame, and you just yank out the innards. And then you eat it. And it's like a weird little bean. It's a pea in a pod, but it tastes so much better than normal peas, because it actually has, like, a firmness to it. Anyway, edamame, acceptable. Not really a vegetable in my book, because if it's a vegetable, I don't want it. I think some of the spicy might be catching up to me again. Ooh, we're doing really good this game. I don't want to, like, imagine that I could rise above my station and actually win, but, like, a part of me is like, what if? What if I can have the sour cream? What if? Oh, now I gotta go this way, and that's gonna fuck me up. But what if I was blessed with the sour cream, the creamiest? The creamiest? That would just, like, make the whole thing better. I mean, whatever, I still have, like, yeah, I lost. I still have, like, 4 or 5 packages of this ramen, and each one comes with their own spicy seasoning. So I can always add sour cream to it the next time I eat it. Because I will eat the rest. They're pretty good. Maybe next time I should leave more water in it as well. But the problem is when you make it in the microwave, at least in my microwave in the station here, it's too good. It explodes. Like, I lose all the water. I will stand there and watch it, and I will watch it bubble over and get the whole bottom plate in the microwave wet. And then I have to take my paper towels and clean that shit up. It's terrible. There used to be a microwave here in the station, because I used to come here before I could actually stream, just to access the internet, because it's kind of the best place in the area for that. So I'd come here and I would bring, you know, my food to have. The space station is like a library, okay? So I'd come to the local library, I'd bring my ramen noodles, I'd make them in the microwave, I'd set them for 4 minutes, open it, flip them, set them for 4 minutes again. It's good. Perfect noodles, perfect texture, nothing has exploded, everything's amazing. I do that now with their new microwave, explodes. I lose all of my water. And then I have to clean it up. And that's not fun. But like, I can't just leave it. Because it's a public place. Can you imagine being the next guy who comes in and is like, alright, I'm gonna warm myself up my coffee. Ah, damn it, who the fuck spilt water all over in here? Like, you just open the microwave. You're just a regular employee. You open the microwave, and like, an entire ocean spills out on top of you. I imagine you'd be pretty pissed. This might just be an eating stream now. Like, I'm hungry. Alright, I'll play again, though. Ooh. Ooh. There it is. Hang on. So, the thing about the ghost pepper is when I take a bite of it, it doesn't taste spicy. Like, it doesn't hit me that much. But then when I go to swallow, it's all there in the back of my throat, and I'm like, like I'm about to start choking, so I have to drink a bunch of water. Weird. I wonder, like, obviously this is a processed ghost pepper because it's in a sauce for ramen, and ramen is cheap. So obviously it's not like the highest quality ghost pepper you can get on the market. But I wonder how different it would be to like get an actual ghost pepper and then like put it in a blender and make sauce out of it. Like, would it be spicier or would it have pretty much the same effect? Because like I've done that. Well, not like I've done that. I've done that with friends. So they've done it and I've watched. Not like in a blender, but with like jalapenos or green and red and orange peppers. Like, they'll cut them up real small and then mix them in a sauce. And then we'll have like salsa or something, and it's really good. Did you know that spicy banana peppers are amazing? Because honestly, I didn't before I had them in meatball subs. And after I had those meatball subs, my life was changed. Basically, if you want me to try something new, because for the longest time, I did not try anything new. Past me literally would look at a bowl of mac and cheese and be like, who the fuck put dirt in it? And it was pepper. Like, I wouldn't eat pepper. Well, yeah, I wouldn't eat vegetables. That hasn't changed much either. But, like, I wouldn't eat any type of spice. I was just like, nope, not for me. And now present me is like, this tastes bland. Let's put 12 sauces in it. But I feel like the way I developed to be this way was, pride and insanity. Because I would be around people, and I really enjoy surprising people. So what I would do is I would be hanging out with people, and they would look at me, and I would just do something stupid, like eat the spiciest item on the plate that we got for dinner. Or, I do like to drink, so I like tequila, and a lot of people don't. They say it's too strong, or like they need to cut it with something. So I have freaked people out, but just taking straight shots of tequila. And then also adding hot sauce and whipped cream to my shots. So, it's kind of fun when you're the person at the party that you're just like, yeah, pass me the spices, and then you just don't stop pouring. Like, people get a little freaked out. It's funny. So it's that, and it's the pride of freaking people out, and then it's the, but what if? Because once I freaked people out by having my drink, I get a little tipsy, and then I start having ideas of, what if I put the adobo in my drink? What if I uncapped the bottle of garlic salt and poured the whole thing into my dinner? What if I reached into a can of sprinkles and ate them all by the fistful? Like, you give me a little to drink and I am unhinged. It is bad. So that's why I don't really drink often. I also don't really drink a lot. I'm a lightweight. I don't really need a lot to be unhinged. And you kind of don't want me to continue going after I've already become unhinged, because, like, I will become so unhinged that I will make you the most cursed food you've ever seen. And then I'll be like, eat it. Go ahead, eat it. Eat it. And people won't. And so then I will, because I'm like, okay, I have to prove that it's not poison. Like, it's safe. I enjoy it. So then I take a bite of it. But that proves nothing, because obviously I enjoy ghost pepper ramen with sriracha in it. So I'm not really a very good advocate for what is and isn't good. Because I'm just like, yeah, if it's a flavor that I like, it's good. I'm mostly out of it now. I have a bottle of creamy buffalo sauce. When I first got that, I was pouring it on, like, chips and pizza rolls and literally whatever I had. And I was at the point where I was like, I want to drink this straight. This is amazing. I love this. That was definitely a peppery part. Alright. One more of these games. If I lose it, I'm gonna say I don't care, because there's not a lot of noodles left. And I just want to know. I just want to know what it would be like to have a little bit of sour cream. Just to make it a little soupier. Just to give texture. That's why I'm really like, I'm not a huge fan of mayonnaise by itself, but once you mix in sriracha or chili powder or, like, something that gives it flavor, I love it. The texture is, like, the best thing. Mayonnaise texture is amazing. It's perfect. It's like yogurt, but as a sauce. Because, like, yogurt is like, it's like a savory yogurt. Because yogurt I feel like is for breakfast. Yogurt is kind of sweet, because I'm thinking, like, I usually get fruit yogurt. Or even, like, vanilla yogurt. It's kind of sweet, you know? So mayonnaise, right? Mayonnaise is yogurt, but for savory foods. So once you mix that with something, I don't care what it is. It could be buffalo, it could be... Don't they sell, like, the mayo chup, cranch, what was the other one? Mustard chup? No, it's like mayo mustard. I don't know. Well, I know they sell weird bottles of that where they, like, market it as, we mixed these two together and we made something different, oh ho ho. But I have some that are, like, they don't call it quite as big of a discovery. They're like, yeah, people have been doing this for a while. This is just what it is. Here's sriracha mayo. Love me that. Even like mustard mayo. Mustard's really good too. You get a spicy mustard, it's all over. Spicy mustard is so good. I'm not about to win this. Yo, that was a lot of Dionas. Oh, we got a venti on shift. The fact that Venti and Jean have the same color background is throwing me off. As if I had a game to be thrown off in the first place. I'm not about to win. Alright, I'm cheating. I'm breaking my own rules and putting some sour cream in. I need that texture. Give me the mayo chup. Oh, now, oh no, now it's acting like, you ever put cream cheese in, like, noodles? It just binds them all together. Now they're just a big bundle around. You have a ball of cream cheese, and then you have a bunch of noodles that are all balled around it. Like, you could make onigiri rice balls with just cream cheese at the center, and you don't even need to have, like, special sushi sticky rice. Like, you can just stick instant rice to cream cheese. It just stays. See, now that's the right texture. But it's kind of cut some of the spicy. That wasn't the goal. Man, I don't know what I'm doing here. Most of my dinners are kind of like this. They just look kind of like a disaster. And I'm just sitting there happily eating them. That's why I don't really like eating dinner with people most of the time. Not because I feel like they'll judge me, but they'll ask questions, you know? Like, they're not upset. They're just confused. I don't have all the time in the world to answer questions. I gotta eat my dinner within 30 minutes. The sour cream does make it a lot better. Do I want to add more sriracha? How about I decide after I lose this next game? I could say, oh, if I lose the game, I'll have to add some sriracha, but come on. I'm guaranteed to lose the game. That's not even a 50-50 chance. I'm guaranteed. Oh, now we just... Oh, God. I just started hitting buttons. Now here we are. I was like, I can do this fast. Look at me go. Look at me go. And then I went too far. I might be able to recover, though. This game isn't really that exciting. This is kind of my, like, head empty type of game. Where I'm just like, you know, I want to sit somewhere and I want to stare into the abyss, but I want to feel like I'm accomplishing something, so let me go open 2048. You ever watch someone actually be good at this game? Because I have. And I just have sat there shell-shocked. Like, it was a friend, too. It wasn't like I was watching online. Like, no, I was watching someone in real time do this. And they were like, yeah, it's easy. And I was like, I'll go pack my things and never play this game again. Alright, anyway, more sriracha. Still have a little bit of pork. So that's nice. I didn't just lick the bottle of sriracha to get off the drip. Don't worry about it. I need to come up with a name for sriracha and sour cream like they have for Cranch. Because Cranch is good. Like, I've never eaten Cranch, but I mean, like, the name Cranch just sounds so trendy, you know? Maybe because it sounds like Kratos from, like, God of War. You're like, yes, I'm going to go have the Cranch. I'm going to go fight the big god over Cranch. What would I even call this? Karacha? No, that doesn't sound right. Sour racha? Sour Sareem. No. I don't know, there's just like no good combination. That's really disappointing to me. Could just give up and call it hot cream. Spicy cream. But that just feels like a cop-out, you know? That just feels kind of silly. I feel like at dinner, you're supposed to talk to like the people you're sitting with about your day. And you're supposed to be polite and ask them about their day. But I don't wanna. That's why I eat dinner alone. I will not ask you about your day. It's not that I don't care. But also, I'm just not going to continue with that sentence. I feel like it's going to end up being rude. How do I... Bitch. Can't get the pork off my fork. Here. This is like more like how I'm actually sitting. Straight in. Put your head straight in. Straight in that bowl. Yum, 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 yum. Delicious. Now, will my stomach die of spice later? Probably not. Tends to be pretty good. I was also thinking, since those other people that work here were having ice cream earlier, I was thinking I might go down and see if they still have any left. That's kind of the joy of spicy things, because you get to enjoy the spice, and then you say, oh no, I have so much spice. Now I need to have an ice cream. And then you just get a cop-out to get dessert. And everyone's like, oh, I'm so sorry, was it too spicy? Here, have some ice cream. And you go, ha 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 ha. This was my trick all along. You have fallen into my trap. Honestly, even if nobody says it, it's like, you kind of like trick yourself into thinking that you're correct, right? Because you're like, oh, my tummy's gonna hurt. I gotta combat the spices. So the right thing to do would be to eat some ice cream here, right? Yep. And then you go eat like a huge bowl of ice cream and you're like, I don't feel guilty about doing that at all. I made the right call. There were a lot of calories in that, but who cares? Right? You gotta make excuses for yourself so you can enjoy life. No rules, no masters. I eat whatever atrocities I want. Figure that out, the next 800 years if that's gonna be a problem. I heard for humans it's a lot sooner. It's more like 40 or 50 that'll be a problem for you. That sucks. I've got a lot of time. I can keep doing this for a while. And I will keep doing this for a while. You want to stop me from eating terribly? Come fight me. Get on a rocket, come out all the way here to Pluto, and fight me. Take it out of my hands. You won't. It will take you 9 years to get here. And in 9 years, imagine how much more spices I'll have eaten. I'll have discovered some, like, new, completely non-existent spice, like it didn't exist before. And I'll be having it. And I'll be having a great time. And you'll be stuck on a rocket. You won't have access to new spices. You'll be stuck on a rocket out of malice. And you'll be on your way to come over and get me. By the time you get here, are you even still gonna be mad? Like, how are you gonna continue to fuel that anger? I don't get it. Wow. A lot of... My fork is, like, red. Is that sacrilegious to admit that I was eating ramen with a fork? It wasn't like a soup, though. Like, it's not... Like, it was just noodles with pork. So, like, it makes sense to use a fork so you can stab the pork. Because it was, like, thickly cut pieces. So it wasn't like the usual thin slices you get from ramen shops where you can just kind of pick up with your chopsticks and ladle. No, like, I needed to stab this. I needed to be violent at my dinner. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have some water and hope it doesn't backfire. Seems fine so far. Alright. I would eat this on the floor, but I don't want my dog to eat it, so... Oh. Goes behind. Okay, bye. You're over there now. Actually... Oh no, you're back! Ah! There we go. It's on my head now. And this bowl? We're done with this bowl. Turn that. Boop. Whoop. Yeet that. Alright, this has been Spicy Ramen 2048. Yeah, boy. If you expected me to be more reactive, I'm sorry. This was a trap. I love spicy food, and I will not be yelling and complaining when I am eating it because I think it's good. If you want me to be yelling and complaining, I guess maybe get me some vegetables, but I'm not going to do that for a stream because that means I'd have to prepare them myself, and I'm really not about to do that. I don't want to eat vegetables unless someone's forcing me. So, like I said, get on that rocket, come all the way to Pluto, force me to eat some green beans or something. Good luck. Yeah, I hope everybody else has had a nice night or nice time zone. Have a good dinner. Enjoy something you like, even if it is the big spicy or the big bland. That's your choice. I finished eating. I'm gonna go get that ice cream. I'm gonna go take a nap. I'm gonna go have a good night. I hope you do too. You'd better. If you don't, I'll see you in 9 years and I'm gonna punch you and be like, hey, remember that time 9 years ago? Well, I got a rocket and I didn't forget about it. I said, you better not have it again. Have a good day. Have a good night. Aggressive positivity. Woo! Anyway, bye.